The ultimate serial killer, the true representation of the criminally insane. Amazing, incredible. AI deepfake technology compiles every serial killer into one man. Oh, this was uninteresting as frick. Oh, I don't watch Jerma. I know, I'm not good. But I want to know how it got to the point where Jerma is responsible for every last crime that humanity has ever committed. I have heard that he is both the world's greatest philanthropist and the world's foremost sociopath, and I can't figure out which is true and which is fake. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus! My name is Lumo and today we're looking at r/Bossfight. It's a subreddit dedicated to people, things, animals, creatures, etc. that look like they have a health bar. It looks like they're gonna be at the end of the level. They look like they have a health bar. They're guarding the tomb of Artorias, so let's just jump right in, shall we? Nice hacker, destroyer of all hacks. One time I was playing Sky Wars on Minecraft and some guy started flying and killing people. All of a sudden the guy next to me flew up and they had a mid-air battle while everyone watched. He killed the first guy, then left the game himself. He was a nice guy for doing that. Okay, I need to own up to a sin, which is comical because Jerma was the first post, and as you know, he's the origin of all sin. But no, back in the day, when I was a kid, TF2 had a real aimbot problem. Stop me if you've heard this one before recently. And I just couldn't deal with it. The vaccinator wasn't out, so I was like, fine, I'll do it myself. And purchased the hack to shut down the hack. Am I proud of it? No. But was it a fun time for like 17-year-old Cam? Absolutely. I used the stones to destroy the stones. Turkraken! Kitchen experiment gone powerful. Well, I think the Thanksgiving Turkraken turned out pretty well. We may have a new family tradition. That's... No. No! Humanity has come so far. We've learned so much. We have planes, we have trains, we have so many different, we have so many technological advances that have just increased, you know, our quality of living. And then you do this, and it easily takes at least 100 years off. How dare you? Double trouble, the Omni teacher! This teacher projects his face during exams. All right, that's terrifying. Understandable, have a bad day. But I have to ask, can he actually see if someone's cheating? I mean, he can't see through the projector, obviously. So I have to question, how does this work as far as preventing cheating? Is it just psychological warfare? Is that what's going on? Only God can say, and unfortunately, I'm not God. This teacher is, though. I mean, he's a floating head. That's definitely deific. I am the glob glob gabugalab. The yeast of thoughts and minds! Now this is exactly what boss fights is about. This is an actual boss fight against the glob glob gabugalab. However, I do want to note, at this size, we got 3 options for how this boss fight plays out, and I like none of them. Because they're Wolnir, the Ceaseless Discharge, and the weird Jabba the Hutt thing from Dark Souls 2, there was an Earthen Peak, you know the one, yeah, the little weird wormy boy? Yeah, that's the 3 directions I can see this fight taking, and none of those were particularly good fights. The Crashonaut, trap card. This card counts as a monster and can only be played in defense mode. When this card is destroyed, the game ends. Nobody wins and nobody loses. We're not an r/item shop, but I appreciate the effort. Fun TF2 fact. There is a JPEG of a coconut in the files, and a dev note reads, I have no frickin' idea who put this there, but when I deleted it, the game wouldn't start, which cannot describe my frickin' confusion. And unfortunately, this post has been proven demonstrably false. We've had 3 posts that I've been able to relate to Team Fortress 2 today. We've thought about TF2 more in this video than Valve has in 1500 days. Am I mad? Can you tell? Santa, the watcher of the front yard and protector of the home! On Halloween, this dude puts the PT monster up there just to really get the blood flowing, and then he just puts a Santa outfit on it. That's terrifying. That is so, it looks like you hanged Santa. That's not okay. That's really not okay. Like from the inside it's fine, but from the outside it looks like Santa is just perished. Honestly though, I can see this being brought up in a therapy session by a kid in the neighborhood who just never comes over. You know, doesn't visit your kid. This would be the reason they go to therapy. This would be like the starting incident. Wario, the Toothless Devourer! I corrupted Brawl and it removed Wario's teeth!
No! It took his nose too!
I have to ask. I really want to know what. There's so much wrong here. Like, just looking at this image past the teeth, there's so much wrong here. So the teeth, nose, and eyebrows are all gone. The seam on the gloves is bizarre. The body has scrunched, it seems like. And for some odd reason, his shoes are being drawn on top of any other geometry. There is so much to emotionally process here, and it's actively taking years off my life. That's no. The bread girl, the wheat wrecker, the bread girl, the bread girl, the bread girl.jpg, the bread girl. It's she, the yeast woman. That is just... What anime is this from? Because this is past the point of parody. Like, that's this girl's breakfast. And she probably ran to school with it in her mouth. But, like, also, comments are talking about how they would do this. No, I would do this. If it's a nice, sweet bread, I'm so game. I am so game. Like, the Chinatown down in Boston, there's a little pastry shop that I like to go to every now and again. And inside, they sell, like, little itty-bitty loaves of sweetbread. And I love them. I'm going to Boston tomorrow. I have work, but no, I'm going to Boston for sweetbread. Octopussy! Elder God of the 5th dimension. When your cat is secretly a 5th dimensional elder god. You know, that would actually be kind of like an interesting concept if, like, you can't mask, you know, the entirety of your dimensional shadow. So, like, yeah, you take this form in the 3rd dimension, but realistically speaking, you know, you can't hide all of it. That'd be a really interesting, like, Amogus style game where, like, one person is an eldritch monstrosity, but their shadow is eternally wrong, and that's how you can tell. So their entire game plan is staying in the shadow. Like, that would be a cool Amogus game. I'd be into that. Amogus games are just great. I like trustworthy turncoats. Triggerers of awkward handshakes. I can't unsee Captain Tiny Arm and his baby sidekick Mega Hand. I love perspective. Perspective is such a wonderful trick because it ruins everything in the best of ways and makes drawing a lot harder than it needs to be. But just, I love how, like, they don't know. This wasn't a planned shot. They have no idea. But that kid just got one massive forearm and hand, and that dude just lost his forearm. And, like, I'm not sure that's a good trade. Godsmack! Oh my, you were battling, weren't you? Who was it this time? It was Ho-Oh. That's nice. Huh? Can someone from the Pokemon fandom explain this? I don't understand Nurse Joy's reaction. Ho-Oh is basically a minor deity, so Nurse Joy pretty much just heard this 10-year-old say, I threw a rat at a god. Threw a rat at a god? The best part? Pikachu is awake. Pokemon faint upon being defeated. What Nurse Joy heard was more along the lines of, I threw a mouse at a god and the mouse won. That really is Pokemon power scaling. Now, if only my boy could, you know, maybe win a fight or two. You know, maybe get through the Elite Four of at least some region more than once. Or, like, just get through more than 2. Has he won 2? Has he won any? The boy ain't a Pokemon master yet. He's mastered a rat, and that's it. Child of Bane, smeller of fear. He is deaf, but he can pick up your scent from a mile away. Start running. Why listen to their footsteps when you can smell their fear? It took me a little bit to realize that this was just, like, a headphone that this kid put on weird. That's just amazing. Oh god, the comments are even good. When this battle station is in ashes, then you will have my permission to die. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I don't know what this kid is doing, but he's having a good day. The Eternal Watchers of McDonald's! What is this? Who made this? What sort of skeleton lord's covenant are we rocking here? What is actually happening? Why are the shadows of Yarnum sitting here in a McDonald's? Why are these men literally on the cross? What is happening? I know, I need to look away. I don't understand. I don't want to understand. It's better if I don't. Flee the summoner and her boyfriend. My adorable little 5-foot-tall girlfriend gets an attitude. Fight me, you little whip. I love small frogs because they are, in fact, angry all the time. Without introspection, without any sort of, like, irony or self-awareness. No, little frogs are just angry. And at all times ready to kill. I think little frogs deserve bigger love. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that if it has a health bar, you're morally obligated. If you do want more r/bossfights, there'll be another one popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds, but until then, my name has been Lumo, and hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.